Gang, gang. We'll wait for the people to come in. Let's wait for the people to come in before I start talking. I don't want to get to the meat and potatoes of it. Ain't nobody even in here. So the numbers start jumping. I'm gonna jump right to the point. You know how we do it. When my soul is over, I think I stay. You don't even know my name. I see you looking my way. That's slap. Slap like two midgets in the trunk. Hey, so I seen this video, right? Where it was like, ooh, gotta be on toes. Y'all hear that? So I seen this video, right? Where they was talking about the George Zimmerman case about Trayvon Martin, and they're like, yeah, why didn't the black gangs kill him? Why didn't they kill Zimmerman? Yeah, they're good for nothing. And I'm sitting there thinking, right? And I may have even said that at one time or another, but I was really sitting here thinking about it, right? What up? And that would only make sense if Trayvon was a part of a gang. That's the whole purpose of the gang. The gang is to protect their members. They're not community activists. They don't protect random people. But I think wasn't Trayvon daddy supposed to be a Mason or something? Where was his daddy at? Where was the Masons at? His daddy got pictures wearing a fez. Why? Where is his daddy at? Where's the Masons? That's who y'all should have been saying. What are the Masons good for? They just go in there and get patted on the butt and that's it. Like, because they do weird stuff to get up in it. That's what I heard. Just like them sorority boys. That's who y'all should have been. That's who should be getting some blame, asking where they at. Because even on a prison yard, right? Or at least out where I'm from, if you get into it with another race and you don't do nothing before everybody come help you, you getting booted for not getting active back. So I said that to translate here. His daddy was supposed to get active. His daddy's supposed to use his resources and go find that man. That's his daddy's son. Why his daddy ain't got active? Where's family members at? That's who owe him that allegiance. Don't no random gang owe him allegiance unless he was a part of that gang. That's how the gang worked. But it sounds good though. It sounds good to say that though. It sounds good to say, why didn't the gangs help? They ain't never helped the community. That's why people join the gang. You gotta pledge your allegiance, man. You put in work for the gang, and the gang put in work for you. Now, if he was a part of that gang and he ain't put in and they ain't get back for him, then you can say, oh, they scared of Zimmerman. They scared. They scary. Then you can say that. But if he wasn't a part of no gang, then he ain't had no crew. I was a part of a gang at one time. That's why we joined the gang, to have backup, to have people gonna get our back when it's funk. That's the whole purpose of joining the gang. So if you ain't putting that work for the gang and you ain't joining the gang, you don't get that backup. Now, if a gang member's killed by a cop and they don't sit at the cops, then you could be like, yeah, they scared of cops, cool, whatever. That's kind of how the jungle operates, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in war, America don't get back every time somebody from here get killed. The people die overseas, and you know what I'm saying? They come to truce and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff be happening and they come to truce. But yeah, most definitely, most gangs are not gonna go up against a force they know is greater than theirs. That's just kind of human nature. Most people aren't. Most people aren't gonna go up against a force or a person they absolutely know is stronger and more powerful than them. Not a sensible person. That's just not how it works. That's just not how it works. But Actually, that's all I really had though. Because like people just be agreeing and saying stuff like it sounds good. Why didn't the gangs go after Zimmerman? Because he wasn't a gang member. Duh. Now if he was a gang member and they didn't go after him, then it's like yeah, the gangs failed and the gangs are scary. They failed him. But to get the allegiance of the gang, the support of the gang, you have to join the gang. That's how it works. That's why we join gangs. I was a gang member at one point. I joined the gang for the support and the backup. And guess what? Every problem I had, they was there. They was there like 911. Hey, bro, it's cracking over here. Pull up. They there. That's what you join the gang for. But guess what? You got to back everybody else too. You got to be a crash out too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that worked. So it's like, why did the gangs kill Zimmerman? Because he wasn't a member. His daddy got pictures with fans on though. Ain't he a Mason? What are Masons at? What are Masons at? Where's the seniority boys at? You know what I'm saying? You don't just get to all of a sudden some people you have no affiliation or loyalty to just go help you. That ain't how it work. Y'all seen training day where he slid him the gun at the end, he say, you gotta put in your own work around here. That's how it go. That's how it go. Where his family at? There ain't no males in the family willing to step up for him. That's what's really sad. Where the family at? Where's daddy at? His daddy was right there. His daddy there. You know what I'm saying? That's who's supposed to step up. We're not all supposed to have fake loyalty to each other because, like, all of a sudden, situations supposed to bring fake loyalty. We don't have loyalty to each other. We don't have loyalty to each other. That's why we join gangs. You want loyalty? You want killers to have your back? Join a gang. That's how it works. That's why people join gangs, and that's the truth. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know people don't hear that, but that's the truth. So that's weird, and it's not proper thinking to assume the street gang's supposed to have your back that you never had any loyalty to all of a sudden. How? You talking about some of the coldest people in the community. You know what I'm saying? The most heartless beings in the community. They all supposed to develop a heart because somebody done died. That's regular to them. Come on, man. Like, stop it. We gotta think. Let's try to be logical. But that's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. My page is the same on Instagram. Yeah, you want to get up here and got something to say? You want a topic? You want to go back and forth about? Inbox me on Instagram. Mass Sensei Boxing. Tap in. That's all I got though. I ain't gonna keep babbling on here. I don't got nothing else. But yeah, man. If you want the gang's loyalty, join the gang. But I don't recommend that. Go to church. I don't recommend going to church either. Man, I'm not even gonna go into that. It's deeper than that. Because if you're a brother, you know, you need to be doing something higher something higher to keep you conscious. Not getting your testicles clipped by going to be a Christian. That's why brothers don't become Christian most of the time.